Okay, so we're back at the spawn area, and we're ready for the third step. And the third step, you are going to need the baby gun, the shrink ray gun, the JB325, whatever the hell you want to call it. But you're going to need it. As you can see, I have it here. And what you're going to want to do, you're going to want somebody with a ray gun. Or I think you can knock it down with an explosive, but when you make it dark again, a meteor appears, and as you can see there, you gotta shoot it with the ray gun first. It falls off the cliff, then you shoot it with the baby gun to shrink it, and then you knife it down the water slide. And then what you do, you get it'll automatically go to the little water spout there, and you just have to get on the spout to push it up, and it'll become an orb as soon as it reaches the surface. So there you can see I have 1, 2, 3. Did I show you the third one? 1, 2. Where's the third one? It's over here, I think. Yeah, there's 3. So 1, 2, 3 orbs. And moving on to step 4. Step 4 involves saving the napalm zombie. What you're going to want to do is find this little wheel. You see my buddy turning it. You got to turn it 4 times. I know you could only see it 3 times on the screen, but you got to turn it 4 times. And when you do that, gas will start leaking from these pipes in the tunnel here. And I'm thinking it's coming from there, but it's actually coming from there. That pipe right there, as you can see it spurting out. And there's actually 4 of these locations scattered throughout the mines. And what you have to do is you have to get the napalm zombie to follow you down into the tunnel. And we actually did it reverse, I believe. We did it, we started him coming from the power room, which is right up here. And here's my buddy leading him in. As you can see, the first one of the gas pipes, the leaky gas pipes, is right here. I just walked right past it, but it's in that room. There you can see it. And then as you can see, the napalm zombie, if you can see it here, as the napalm zombie walks past the leaky gas pipes, he ignites them, and they catch on fire. And so that's what you have to do for the 4th orb, I believe. 4th orb. So you have to get the 4th orb this way. This is probably one of the more difficult steps, just because you have to save the napalm zombie. You have to get the napalm zombie near the end of a round so that you can save him without, doing anything too difficult. The easiest way we found to do it was if you get him, in the beginning of the middle of the round, you just run away from him, because if you get too close, he blows up. So you just run away from him, and then and just do the entire loop around the whole map, and just take your time, because you don't want to. I know once or twice we were doing the loop, and we like one of us would run through the bamboo trap or whatever, and he would just be right around the corner and he'd just explode right on us. And so you definitely don't want to get too close to him. But as you can see, we're leading him through the end of the tunnel there. And then what you actually have to do after this is you have to go back down. You have to send somebody back down through the tunnel, and then there's a lever right next to the wheel that you turned. You see that lever? You just have to hold X on it. It pulls down, and the people that are stuck, I guess, progress through the mines. And you're on to your next step. You should get, it becomes day, and you should get a 4th orb here. Okay, we have God, these are difficult to count. You got 1 there, 2 there. There's the 3rd one should be on top of the entrance. There it is. Third one there by the minecart. And then 4th one is right there. So we got the 4 orbs all by Speed Cola. And we're moving on to our next part. Alright, so for our next part of the tutorial, we are back at the spawn area, ready to turn on the eclipse. And for the next part, we are going to have to progress the underground people along by filling these leaky water holes. And I guess if you fill them, the waterfall will dump twice as much water, and I guess it'll release the water from underneath there, and it'll progress them forward in some weird manner. But yeah, here's how you gotta do it. You gotta you gotta put these 4 spike moors directly across from each hole in the tunnel. It's the tunnel with the MP5 if you can't find it. There's these 4 little holes. I don't know if you can see them, but they're pretty easy to spot. You gotta have at least 2 people with claymores or spike moors, so that you got 4. And I do know that you can hit the last 2 holes with 1 spike more if you don't have enough, if you've used one previously. But the hardest part about this part of the Easter egg is keeping enough crawlers to do this, because you're gonna need 4, at least 4, 3 if you're able to do the last 2 with 1 spike more. But I would recommend having at least 5 crawlers, because you're gonna need 4 to set off each hole, or set off each spike more to plug each hole. And so we kept at least 5. We probably had at least like 8 or 9, because if you screw up, if the claymore misses the hole, and what I mean by misses is basically how this works is that when the spike more goes off, when the crawler sets the spike more off, it will shoot its bamboo spikes that it shoots the crawler with. It'll shoot those into the hole and plug the hole. So this is a pretty convoluted plan. As you can see, we've got our first crawler coming up here. I believe we had some pretty slow crawlers, so I may have to fast forward this, but as you can see, it plugged that first hole. I don't know if I got a real good shot, because I was going for this guy who's coming in now from the other side, and yeah, you can see it. You can see it plugged there. And you'll be able to notice it's pretty significant. And the guys will talk to you. They'll be like, "Oh, that worked. Keep going." Or if you did it wrong, they'll be like, "That didn't work. Try again," or something like that. For every step of this Easter egg, they'll let you know whether it worked or not. So it's not too difficult to progress through. But yeah, we got our 3rd crawler coming in, and our last one. Okay, it looks like we got. Is that the last one? That must have been the last one. Okay, so then after you're done with the crawlers, I was looking at the waterfall to see if it's dumping twice as much water, and it's not. And then I remembered that you have to hit the secret button that's on the center rock next to the waterfall there that we were all just standing next to. And now I'm running away because I'm trying to remember what we're supposed to do. And here I figure it out. You got to go back down, hit the waterfall. I say it into my mic, so my friend of course does it, so I can't do it. It's fantastic, but it's this little button. If you guys need help with it, I'll post a video on how to turn on the reservoir. And yeah, all it is just this little button on the left side of the rock. If you're coming in from that tunnel, it's on the left side of the rock, and all it says "Don't hold X." So hit that button, and you'll get